Welcome to the latest episode of Talks with Dorks, Season 4. And you know what? We're back to the geek side of things. We're pausing on the wrestling part of this podcast because a lot is going on and we've got a lot to unravel. And I just want to say thank you for having me back as the host of this podcast. And of course, Laferde, what are you saying, brother? How are you?
All right, mate. All right. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, Kurt, how are you, dude?
Always good to be here. I was against having you back, but I got outvoted.
Yeah, and I'm thankful you're here. Damo, come on, mate. How are you?
No, I'm okay. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Why? Like, will you just... You always make it sound like... like you're the guest.
I was going to say thanks for having me, but I thought I'd leave
It's
that.
become the thing of the podcast. Everyone's saying it. Like, I'm now going to recruit any guest. If we get Zordon back on, I'm going to say to him, listen, just do me a favour. Right, you've now got to say thanks for having me, like really awkwardly when you answer. But boys, it's been a minute, like a couple of weeks since we had a geek out, and I feel like there's a lot to talk about because I've seen some trailers, I've seen some clips, I've had some gaming fun, I've been to SmackDown. There's been a lot going on in my geek kind of world. I don't know about you lot, but I've had fun, and I'm ready to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you talk about the trailers. I mean, as we record this today, there are 2 big trailers that have dropped within like the last 24 hours, and I really want to talk about them. I was really glad that we were doing a record tonight.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I think we needed a little pause on the TDW stuff. I mean, obviously, it's still coming. Danger Zone is coming. It's by the time this comes out, about a month away, so make sure you get your tickets and all that. But, yeah. Mate, I mean... The 2 trailers we're talking about, I mean, I'm assuming we're all on the same page, is He-Man and Daredevil Born Again. As I said, as I was about to watch the trailer and you saw me say it, was I haven't even watched Daredevil Season 1, Born Again Season. I kind of fell off with it very quickly, Season 1, and I think we were talking about this last year, Laferde, when it was out. But I watched the trailer and there was stuff in it I saw that I went, oh, okay, yeah, no, maybe I will give this one a watch and play catch-up.
I feel like Season 1, I mean, Season 1, it's Daredevil in the MCU. They're trying to kind of find their feet with it. Season 2, I think this is where they're officially starting to... A, they found their feet now, and B, they're starting to bring back some of the stuff that people loved from the Netflix era of Daredevil. Yeah. I mean, there's 2 names straight away, one of which isn't a return, and one of which is. Firstly, there's a tiny little snippet, just a tiny bit, of Jessica Jones in the new trailer, and... Yes, please, can I have more?
Jessica Jones is my favourite.
Are we going straight into Daredevil talk now?
Oh, I mean, obviously, that's how we segue into it.
I need to be in character.
You're already blind.
Right, let's go.
But, right, you're staying like that now. You cannot change.
I can't see shit. Oh my god, it's even more blurry than normal.
What else is new?
This is literally just this. I've told you, you are the essence of the Daredevil. You're like the Temu version of Daredevil for our team.
I could just be the UK version. We don't have to go that deep.
Well, but Laferde, like, you're not a martial artist.
That's what you
cannot.
think. I'm just looking at you.
I mean, you're not a martial artist. I've seen you in the ring with Parky.
Is anyone going to tell him that he's facing the wrong way? Yeah, you bottled it from Parky, mate. So, like, please.
I haven't bottled anything. Let's not carry on. I thought we're not talking TDW anyway.
No, we're not. We'll be here all day.
It actually does look a little bit intimidating, to be fair.
It kind of works. I'm low-key a bit jealous.
I'm actually, yeah, good job I've got the red hoodie.
But let's go back to the Jessica Jones bit, because that's the bit that made me, when you like, what are you watching? That was made me go, because Jessica Jones, like, of all the Marvel that wasn't the MCU official shows that were kind of shows, the Netflix
era.
The Netflix era, yeah, that's it. Jessica Jones is the one I was obsessed. I loved that show. She purely. I mean, I was like fell in love with it because of David Tennant more than anything. But
yes,
it's the one that hooked me in. So I'm well in for seeing her return.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Like, I was going to give it a shot anyway because, you know, boy loves Marvel, and you know, the fact that it was going to be like the grittier Marvel, like this is the bit that's kind of separate from the MCU a little bit, but still related, where we can kind of, you know, be a bit more adult with it. I was always going to give it a go for that. David Tennant, straight away. I was always going to give anything with Tennant a go. and man killed it as Kilgrave. But yeah, Jessica Jones on her own, like, it was brilliant. And I think out of like the 4 or 5 series worth of different heroes that they did, out of the Defenders, wasn't it? The team on the Netflix era Marvel. Out of the 4 or 5 separate series of separate heroes they did for that, I think Jessica Jones, and it kills me to take anything away from the Punisher because I love that as well, but I think Jessica Jones was the best one for me. So yeah, I'm over the moon about her being back, even if it's in like a supporting role for a bit before they bring her back proper.
D, what about you? What was your favourite of the? Or did you watch them all?
Yeah, I watched them all. Obviously I love Punisher. Punisher was the one. I did enjoy Iron Fist till that got cancelled. But Iron Fist I enjoyed.
I don't know. Like
It was different.
I don't think I finished Iron Fist, Luke Cage. I don't think I finished any of them, to be fair. Daredevil and Jessica Jones and the only ones. And then was it, what was it called? The Defenders.
Yeah.
I don't know if I watched most of it at least, but that was just, that show that Jessica Jones hooked me. So I'm well there. I've only got obviously the new season of Born Again, the first season of Born Again, to watch like once over just to catch up. So it's all right. It's not too much of a catch up play for me on Daredevil.
I'm jealous you get to binge watch it, man.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I will again. Obviously.
Oh right, yeah. I was like, say, do you want to borrow my Disney Plus? I thought that's what you was asking.
Please.
Wait till we come off.
Dorks
bro.
does
We'll
not in
talk
any
about
way promote
Unaltered.
password sharing.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours because I might need some help.
Guys,
These galaxies
what
ain't coming in
we do,
enough on the old live streams. I've had a few, but they're just not paying the bills yet.
To be fair, Jessica Jones is one of the big names I saw. That's obviously love that from the trailer. There's one other name that he's in the trailer for like 0.2 seconds, and I only know the name of the character that he's playing, but I'm already intrigued because I love this man in pretty much everything he's ever done, and that is 2 words. Carefully checks the time frame to make sure we're past the 5-minute mark. Yes, we are. Matthew fucking Lillard.
Wait,
If you don't know that name,
of course
he is. I'm more talking to people watching and listening, but if you don't know that name, he is in Scream. He is in Five Nights at Freddy's. He's Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And
Bro, go watch
Yes.
him in She's All That, please. If you've never seen the film She's All That, where he is the obnoxious reality star of MTV's... What's that TV show that The Miz was on?
oh, Real World.
Real World. He's a version... Have any of you ever seen She's All That?
No.
Oh, he's hilarious in it. He dances. His favourite song, like in it, is Rick James. Give it to me, baby. And he does like this obnoxious dance at this. Oh, he's brilliant. I love Matthew Lillard. So hang on, I've just watched the trailer. Who is he in the trailer?
He's a character called Mr. Charles, and that's pretty much all we know. Literally, you see him for a millisecond in the trailer. He's walking out, glasses on, almost like he's surveying the scene. He kind of looks to the right, halfway sort of serious look on his face. That is all you see of him in the trailer. And that, I latched onto that more than Jessica Jones. I was like, it's fucking Matthew Lillard. I'm in.
I didn't clock it.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
about the... Hang on. It's the 31-second mark in the trailer. Because
That's
I'm the
very
guy who immediately starts trawling through the comments to see if anyone's timestamped it to be like they've also clocked it. And there was like only one comment on it. I'm like, am I one of the few people who actually spotted Matthew Lillard in that? I don't think I am.
Did you not know who was in it beforehand?
No, not before the trailer.
No. I mean, been part of the I knew he was there.
Oh, it's the fact I could see that he hates that he sat there wearing that mask, but also
I'm
he
starting to get
knows
used to it
it's
now.
with me entertained in the background. I am literally, I can't look at him without.
It suits him, doesn't it?
I'll refer. Hang on.
What, is he on the floor? Oh my goodness, he needs assistance.
Right.
I need to zoom in here.
Rey Mysterio, Laferde.
Oh. What are you two going to put on?
Pardon?
I mean,
Get your Mandalorian helmet on.
see,
Damo.
I can.
Damo, there's loads Ed behind you.
I can do the Mandalorian helmet, but there's one problem with it, and you'll spot the flaw very quickly.
Do you know what?
The one problem
This could
we
turn
have
into like the
with
most
the
random
Mandalorian
fun
helmets
episode.
is this, which is
You've got a
I
big head.
haven't, as of yet, put any visor in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, you can breathe.
So it
You
kind
can
of
breathe.
defeats the point.
Damo, you're really standing out here, mate.
Yeah, it's like
I've got to stand out. My headphones won't work with the helmet.
You won't get invited back if you don't. But Ryan will ban you.
Yeah, and we won't
That's
be
all right.
thankful for having you.
I'm thankful I'm here, don't worry.
He's more concerned about his hair, I can tell. He'd done it just for the occasion. I know he did.
Nah. I don't need to do my hair.
At least you got the option. All right. To be fair,
Going off camera, like, just in case we didn't realise it was him wearing it.
we actually had started a really good podcast then where we were being like quite good, sticking to point, and then all of a sudden I just took one look at Laferde, and I don't know how long he's going to last with it, but I'm all for it.
What I
I'm
can
all
say is
for
that
it.
last 30 seconds are going to be brilliant for anyone who just listens to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally, yeah, you're going to be confused of what's going on, but this is why you should always go to YouTube and watch this episode because, yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Oh, Laferde, you please come to Danger Zone with that on.
I'll wear it for like 3 hours, bloody hell.
Oh, please come to the wrestling show with that on. That'd be the funniest thing. Just him walking into walls.
Doesn't need the helmet for that.
So, I mean, yeah, Daredevil. I said it's the first time I wasn't drawn in for the first one, but because I saw that, it looked a bit more less courtroom drama than the first one was, and a bit more. Let's see some Daredevil. So that's what drew me off. Like I think I was at least 3 episodes in, and it was courtroom. I was like, I've just done this with She-Hulk, man, and that's the one where she stepped out the TV screen and made me think my fucking Disney Plus had broke.
I couldn't get
remember-
into She-Hulk, yeah.
But
Potential
you watch it.
unpopular opinion here.
I
I
don't
was
mind it.
I was a She-Hulk fan.
It's weird. I kind of enjoyed it, but then they would do like. Then all of a sudden she'd start twerking with what's her face, and it's like, oh no, like you're
Oh, no.
like, give us geeks just one thing that isn't affected by this universe of like I don't know what they were like. What would you call it? Like the universe of the Cardi B's and all that. Just give us one thing. Keep us geeky bits just away from it.
It's
A little bit.
it's anything that becomes too heavily reliant on what is trending today, because basically in not even 10 years, 10 months in some cases is already going to age.
That
Like, the
age has been
second
about 4
twerking becomes
seconds.
unfashionable, that's
Mate.
screwed.
Just think about it, right? When now we can sit here and go to our kids, look at this superhero, look at Batman '89, right? And there's some weird stuff in that. Look at how great this film is. When our kids and then show go, look what She-Hulk did.
Yeah, look, She-Hulk twerking.
Yeah, look at that booty. Look at it. Yes.
And, can I just say, Kurt, twerking will never become unfashionable.
Do you do it a lot, Damo?
You
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I might start joining your lives if that's what you're doing.
My other half just walked in. She went, "Are you recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She went, and I'm like, obviously she's desperate to tell me something. And
Oh,
you know what?
bitch.
I'm gonna. This is one of them where the kids are gonna look back and hate this. She just went, "Bradley's been watching porn." That's what she needed to tell me. That's what she needed to tell me. It's yeah. Mate, I'll tell you something. Hang on. Just 3 boys. No, it's not okay. There's the screaming of the youngest. The middle one's costing me everything to try and keep this habit that I've got him into of wrestling and content creating going.
It's like you've created a monster.
I've created. I am that song. I mean, That's a TikTok. That's a TikTok idea for me and Jacob. Thank you for that. There you go. Something else I can look in for. I've created. But we sit here now. And we literally. I've got drafts now of TikToks. So we sit here and go, should we do some TikToks? Yeah, cool. We plan it out and do it all. Then he comes in and he'll start telling me about ideas for TDW. Then he'll tell me ideas of what it was. How's the podcast doing that I was on? Bless him. So, Jacob was on the podcast with us last week.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was because we did the draw for obviously the next show. We've got the tournament and the rumble. We did the draw, and Jacob was there. He named the tournament for us, the King of the Skies tournament. So he gave the name. That's why he's the boss. And then on Thursday, I went on Dan, the Wrestling Geezers podcast. As he said, I got someone really special on the podcast, and he's brought Ryan with him. Me and Jacob. He's done 2 podcasts in a week. The kid. This is what I'm saying. Like I've literally created a content creator. it's working as well because all jokes are like this streaming. Like I was saying it to my boss Sam at the Garrison. I was saying, he was like, "Have you started doing more streaming stuff?" I was like, "I have actually." He's like, "Me and my cousin doing a lot of bits. I've done some during the day and stuff. I've done bits." I said, "I've had the run of stuff where I've actually had people send in these gifts that are costing them money." Like, I mean, I said it doesn't sound a lot, but I've currently got from the last 2 weeks, I've currently got about 40 quid I can take away from TikTok, which again isn't going to cover all the bills that I've lost money from, but also it's like I've actually got some money I can step away from. Like I'm doing something. I mean, see, D, you've been doing it for now. What, like streaming consistently? Your consistency's been what, 3-4 months now?
Yeah,
maybe longer.
Yeah. Probably longer. Yeah.
And you've had it as well. It feels weird in a sense that like when people do send you stuff like that. One, they want to see your face. That's what they do. They want to see the shock on your face when they do something, and they send it, especially like when they send a big gift. But they also want to see, they're trying to help. They are supporting you. But it's kind of, I've made the joke. It's kind of funny because they spend a tenner on these galaxies, and we make £3.80.
Yeah.
So they're trying to give you £10. These people, you're making £4 out of it. I was like, seriously, I'll get some pen and papers. I'll draw a galaxy, and I'll draw a lion. If you just want to directly send me the money, I don't mind. But I feel like the way the world's going, everyone's a content creator apart from Laferde and Kurt at the moment.
Yep.
But I think
Step into the world, guys.
I was daydreaming.
I mean, I might not be on the face of anything streaming live. 99% of what's on the TDW channel is Muggins here.
That's true.
No,
and you've got a video on Gaming with Dorks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got,
Exactly.
obviously I know. Obviously we all do. I'm joking. I mean, like, but you two are not like when I've said like, well, we should do more like content. You've both kind of been like, I'm not too bothered about doing all the video. I'm just kind of happy doing the bits I'm doing, in a sense. But it's the way it's going. I was daydreaming today. Literally today, I was sitting there because again, because I'm sitting here like I'm at the end of the first month of not being a full-time DJ, so it's crunched. It is 100% crunch time for me. Of like every penny counts, every penny counts, and it's like I was daydreaming today of when what if I went and put a couple of quid on the lottery, what if I won? You know what I mean? And then it escalates in your head, doesn't it? You start like first it's like I'm getting us a house where I have a room where like it's all mine and I don't have to share it with the kids. All for the illusion. Like I'd have my own office. I'd have one of them things down the end of the garden, a proper like room that's a proper geek room. I can have all my stuff, all my Power Ranger stuff there. I could turn it into a podcast room. And then I went, and then once I bought the house and sorted that, then I set up the business properly. Then I tell all the boys, quit your jobs. Damo, Kurt, Laferde, Tony, Ash. Ash, look, quit your jobs. We're doing this. I'm getting us an office because I've won the lottery. I'm getting us an office. We're going to have a proper office. We have a proper podcast thing, and none of you have to worry anymore. We're going to make this a thing. Our job is now to go out, and because I've won the lottery, and then I look round. My son's nappy was full of shit, and then I was like, do you know what? Okay, back to real world. And it was like, okay, because obviously in your head you go off and you go, if I could do this, what I'm saying, and then I can look and all my family see me because I put £2 on the lottery, I've made everyone happy. And then you go back to reality and go, nope, I'm still just a geezer that needs a job to survive.
So until then, patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast.
Really good way to segue into it. Have any of you watched back any of our TDW shows recently?
Watched them back. I've done nothing but I'm the guy editing all of them.
No, where would we find it? YouTube or?
Again, mate, like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page?
You said,
You've got content on there that you made.
yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
It is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happen live, with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides that. It's all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/Talk Dork Podcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, like, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
Where did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below.
So, Daredevil's obviously one thing, really excited for that. It's not the only trailer that's dropped in the last 24 hours, or the last few days if you're watching this podcast as it comes out. 24 hours for us. That is, of course, I mean, where do we start? I don't know which one we're more excited about. I think I know what some of you might be more excited about. I'm 50-50, but He-Man. We have seen the trailer for that, and
The Masters of the Universe.
I'm always so 50-50 about what He-Man adaptation are going to be like, because I've seen some stuff in the past where people have toyed with He-Man. I've seen stuff in the past where they've done like the full Netflix series of it that they did, the animated one, which I think only got like one series.
No, there was two. Was
there two?
Because there's the one, obviously, me being a big, huge Kevin Smith fan, he was heavily involved in it. And obviously Kevin Smith's quite vocal on his podcast about the hate he gets for stuff. And he was like, He-Man was next level, because I loved it. Revelations and Revolutions, I think it was called.
Yeah.
They were amazing. Me and Ash, it was the last episode of the first ever like stint of Talks with Dorks, was the one with the longest name ever, because I was doing it to wind him up. Turns out he never come back for the podcast for a year and a half, so it pissed him off quite a bit. It was something like He-Man lives on Fear Street next to the Masters of the Universe. All this, it was a long name invoked, because that was the first season of that, and I was in love with it, because it directly continued on from the end of the original series. And I know others have done that, but it was that interpretation, and I was hooked on it. I was absolutely hooked on it. Mark Hamill was Skeletor.
I was about to say, was that the same series with Mark Hamill and Skeletor? And yes, yeah. I mean, it had my attention for that alone. Like, the second that casting was announced, I'm like, this is going to be good. I mean, you have the actual Joker as Skeletor, and I can't think of a better voice to do it.
Right, okay, so here's a question for you, because obviously, slight different ages, me being the maturest of the group.
Oldest.
This is what I wanted Ash here on this question. He-Man, for you, like, each of you. So, what's He-Man history for you? Because I'll tell you mine. Like, I wasn't the hugest He-Man fan as a kid, because it was slightly just out before my time, but it was still huge, so I knew everything about it. Whereas I know Ash was massive on it. He could name every character. I knew the big names, Leela and Orko, He-Man, Prince Adam. I could remember that, and Skeletor. Couldn't remember anything else. And I remember obviously the movie was massive when I was a child. So
and that's where I come in.
So that's what you. Hang on. Should we do this in age? Who's the oldest? I'm me. Then who's next? Don't know. How old are you all?
21.
Okay, I'm gonna cut the bullshit. How old are you all? Like, why are you all so reluctant to tell your age?
32, 32.
Yeah.
You
so-
worried you're going to got women to impress or something?
So I'm 31.
32, 31.
I thought you were younger than that, Damo, to be fair. That's what I thought you were like 25 or something. No, I am blind, so.
Yeah,
He's
that's
literally
true.
got a
that's
daredevil. 25. Not bad. Well done, D.
true. No, yeah, I'll
Right.
take that. I'll take
So
that.
how old are you, Laferde? It's you.
32.
I'm
So
so
you
both
two-
32 then. So
Yeah.
who's older?
I'm 33, March 1st, day after
Yeah, Damo's older.
TDW.
So Kurt, you're the youngest.
I am the youngest.
I didn't
Little
realise that.
baby.
For some reason, I thought you were older than Laferde.
I thought I was the youngest, to be fair.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't think that because obviously it was always Woody. Or Woody was always the youngest, and this is another stint round him off. Woody was always the youngest of the group, so it always just went with him. But okay, this is weird. Okay, so on that sense, then who's next?
Damo.
So, yeah. I mean, oldest wise, it'll be, if it's you, then it'll be the third, then Damo,
So,
then me.
Damo, what's your He-Man knowledge? Like you've just watched the trailer. Are you? Did you watch it as a kid? Did you?
I watched was it the animated series when I was a kid?
The original.
I wasn't heavily into it, but yeah, I did watch quite a bit of it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed He-Man. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the newer ones that were on Netflix or anything?
No.
Ever seen the original film with Dolph Lundgren?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you've seen that, which is one of the greatest things where Skeletor reappears and says, "He-Man will be back."
Yeah.
He'll be back. No,
Yep,
he
and
won't.
it's now 2026 and he's back and it's someone else. Okay, Laferde.
Yeah, I think I remember watching the original when I was a kid, but I thought, my God, this is crap.
So
When I was a kid, though, I was just like, all Power Rangers, so anything else was just crap.
yeah, no, fair enough.
And I think I remember playing a He-Man game on PS2, but I think that wasn't great either.
Don't remember.
I felt I went through a weird period of, like, when I was growing up, like any cartoon that I knew was an old cartoon I didn't watch because I was a stupid naive little child who immediately thought that old was automatically bad and new was automatically good. So I didn't watch a lot of old stuff if I knew that it was old. Ironically, half the cartoons that I was watching were repeats from the 90s anyway when I was watching them in the noughties, but I didn't know that. But I knew that He-Man was 80s, so I didn't watch it.
Right. Okay. So obviously, He-Man. This film, my expectations going into this trailer, and I think when I put it in the group when the teaser came out and they said they were going to drop it. I was like, look, I'm not gonna lie. What I've seen, the images that have come out, all I've seen is He-Man in a pink shirt on Earth, and I was like, I ain't here for no He-Man on Earth film. I'm here for a He-Man movie on Eternia. I want to see all the characters I know, because again, I wasn't the hugest thing, but I want to see a He-Man. I want to be sold on what they were sold as a kid in a new way.
I was exactly the same as you. Before I'd watched the trailer proper, I had seen that bit of information, like it's set on Earth and he's on Earth. And immediately, now I know this is going to alienate half of you because I feel like I'm the only Dragon Ball Z fan amongst all of us.
I like
But
Dragon Ball Z.
thank God, Laferde, this is why you're here. I immediately got flashbacks to, I don't know if anyone remembers the live action Dragon Ball movie from, like, I think it was like early 2010s, late 2000s.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Evolution. And like,
Yeah.
why is Goku in high school? Why is he? None of it made sense. And I've just got so much flashbacks to that. It's like you're changing something that didn't need changing. But as the trailer goes on and I find out more about this movie, I'm okay with it being set on Earth.
So there's a guy. I've made friends with this couple I've been chatting to. One, because she's a massive Five fan, and then she mentioned me saying, you like wrestling. My fella was a wrestler. I think I might have mentioned him before. The guy that it turns out he was training at the school in Kent that my trainer opened. So basically, we didn't know each other, but we should have known each other through wrestling. He knows everyone I know. Chatting to them, and he knows someone that works. Stuart, his name is, but he knows someone that's working to do with this film. And I said to him the thing that, the one thing about this, I'm not a fan of the Earth bit because as far as I don't remember the original lore don't remember like the whole film. I haven't seen the actual Master of the Universe film. I struggle trying to watch that now. Master of the Universe film of if Earth was a part of He-Man. To me, Eternia is Eternia. He's everything's set on Eternia. So, but he's assured me.
I think in the
that his
film,
friend,
like the original film, I think there is a bit on Earth, like right at the beginning.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's something to do with Earth in that film. I'll have to look it up. But so I'm saying, I knew I didn't want that, and he said Earth is very, very minimal. Like basically, what they've shown you in the trailer is most of what, because you kind of get an idea of what's going on in his life. He's been sent there. He's obviously lost his memory. Doesn't know why he is going through these memories of the sword and all that, and then he finds the sword, etc. But then you get to Eternia, and then when you see Eternia, he assured me that the Earth bit's minimal, but you see enough Eternia, enough of the He-Man stuff in this trailer for me to go, yeah, man, I am fucking here for this film.
Oh yeah. I think anyone who's getting up in arms about how much of it might be on Earth, from what I've seen and heard, total agreement. The Earth stuff is minimal and there for a reason. Although if you want to talk about stuff that people are getting up in arms about, and I was of two minds whether to even bring this up in the first place, but I feel like I've got to mention it. I have laughed so much about how many people have had a comment about his name badge in his office.
Him, man.
Yeah, go on, say it.
He, him. It says Adam, he, him. And what makes me laugh more about it is, firstly, why do you care? Secondly, so many people who are up in arms about, it's woke, they've got to sandwich it in forever. Do you not get the pun? The whole reason it even says he, him is because He-Man. It's a joke.
That was my first fault. There was not one bit of me that sat and thought, because I was like, again, I'm quite vocal when it's like you're woke in things that don't need to be woke. That was a joke. A joke you make about like that is there everywhere you look. That is an in joke on an in joke.
Yeah, it's an
I didn't
in
see
joke
that
because they
as a
probably
joke.
knew that people were going to go up about it, and also, literally He-Man. Like,
Yeah. A lot of people hate modern agendas being put in video games, movies. It just should be left out. But that weren't bad at all.
yeah, that wasn't shoehorning. Also, like quite frankly, it's very commonplace in office nowadays anyway that you have your name and then your pronouns on it. Like I've got it in my office. I don't
Email
care.
signature.
But it's on my email signature at work. I don't care because it doesn't matter. And if it makes some people's lives easier, sure. But I loved how many people got up in arms about it, both making a mountain out of a molehill and also missing the joke in the first place.
It's funny enough because it was something I was thinking about today. I was like, this would be a good chat for later on the podcast. I read a post today and it was about something we're going to go into in a bit. And it was Snyder fans coming back. Do you know? Yeah. So obviously, Jason Momoa, Lobo is a big hot topic we're going to be talking about very, very soon before we finish He-Man. But these Snyder fans were basically referring it back to the fact that they end this post about Jason Momoa. He's, this shitbag film's going to be this. They're just caning a film you've not even seen yet, and it ends with, and it proves that how powerful Zack Snyder is because they had to bring Jason Momoa in to save a shit film. And I was like, Jason Momoa has shared the conversation that happened the second James Gunn got announced. He texted him saying, Lobo. He asked for it.
James Gunn has been
vocal
vocal
in the first place.
Yeah, Jason Momoa has been vocal about being Lobo whilst he was still Aquaman.
Yeah.
He's always been open about, hey, if we'd ever done a Lobo adaptation, I would have wanted to play that, but you weren't, so I'm not.
Yeah. And I mean,
He's good as Aquaman, but I think he could be way better as Lobo. I can't wait to see.
You cannot argue him and that first film. Him and is it James Wan?
Yeah,
that directed it. James Wan that directed it. So they made Aquaman cool. Aquaman has always been the butt of jokes, and now Aquaman looks cool. They in a sense because like his comic now looks a lot more like his rendition because it used to be basically Damo's hairstyle, the slick back kind of quiff look.
That's blonde hair as well.
No, actually, Aquaman went through a period in the 90s and early noughties of actually looking like a blonde Jason Momoa. He had long hair, he had a beard.
Yeah,
he kind
yeah.
of looked like Thor, but underwater for a bit.
what
And I
mean,
feel like that's the version they were adapting. I don't think they changed much.
But they solidified that as the version in a sense, because again, when you watch, say, Robot Chicken, which was a big thing for ridiculing, it was always anything Justice League with Robot Chicken, Aquaman was the butt of the jokes every single time. So it was always that version, the campy looking version. So what they did is they took, right, well, there is a version of him that looks a bit cooler with this, like, what if we made him really cool? We made him Jason Momoa, which, okay, we're there. There's Supergirl news. We were going to talk Supergirl news, so we're already talking about Jason Momoa as Lobo. There has been, what, a 10-second clip, which is him as him coming out. And did you clock the little Lobo, 2 Lobo touches, very Lobo touches?
Cigar on the go.
And the teeth. He's got the teeth. You watch. He's got like kind of like vampire-esque teeth.
Yeah.
Fangs.
Yeah, it's literally, he walked. For you, those who haven't seen this clip, I mean, you need to see it anyway, because even us describing it's not going to do it justice. Again, it's a 10-second clip. He walks out the trailer, he goes to get in his car with a cigar in his mouth, and they say, "What's your reaction to playing Lobo?" And he just looks at the camera, takes a drag on the cigar, and goes, "Finally." And on behalf of everybody else, yeah, finally.
Which then leads into the clip of him pulling up on the Lobo bike. I can't remember what it's called, the Lobo bike, and you see a shot of him in full. First glimpse, I won't lie, I went, "Ooh, no, it's too Jason Momoa." But then, then
But
looking
also
at it,
Lobo
and I looked
is.
and I was like, no, it's like it's Jason Momoa as Lobo. That's what.
Yeah,
that's the Lobo.
The reason he looks so much like Jason Momoa is because that is fucking spot on casting.
Yeah. Exactly that. That's you know what I mean. I looked and I went, "Oh, it's Jason Momoa in makeup." That's my first reaction. But then when I sat there and I was looking, kind of someone put a comic book and him, and I was like, "Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, no."
There's a reason you didn't have to change much.
This is one of them. He's now going to be Lobo. As much as he's now going to be Lobo. And remember, as long as, like, obviously the film's good, which I don't get why there's some hate on this that doesn't look as. I keep seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy resemblance. I'm like,
I mean,
yeah.
Firstly,
But what if James Gunn could redo some, like, bring in elements of stuff that has worked for him before that he has full control over?
Right, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, firstly, if you're saying, "Oh, you know, it's too much Guardians of the Galaxy," like, yeah, it's a superhero movie made by James Gunn. His fingerprint's going to be all over that. Superman had Guardians of the Galaxy feeling elements in it because it's a superhero movie made by James Gunn. It was always going to feel Guardians of the Galaxy-esque, especially because it's set in space as well. Like, yeah, of course you're going to bring those comparisons.
There's some crossover
Is that a bad
characters.
thing? Is that a bad thing? No.
I don't think that.
But also, like, let's be honest, and God, I don't want this podcast to get too political. There are always going to be a certain contingent of people who want a female superhero movie to fail.
A female superhero movie. This is the thing. This is the problem. I mean, everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's got a social media account. Everyone's got these, like, people can't just. The world's become so, it is, like you say, political, but like toxic in the sense of, yes, we're allowed to voice our opinions and freedom of speech and all that, but you don't have to just hate something for hating it. You cannot hate a movie before you've seen it.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
people are basing it on the trailer. I mean, dear God, have you ever seen a trailer that looked amazing and then you go see the film and all the best bits are in the trailer? You're basing your opinion on this movie is going to be shit on the trailer. How do you know that the movie's not going to be amazing?
I can do one better. I remember a music video for a film that was like, I thought it was going to be the best movie that was ever made, and the film turned out that the music video was the best part of the movie, and none of it was in the film. And that film was called Wild Wild West.
I'm not hearing any bad words said against that movie.
Right?
It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I will not hear a single bad word said against Wild Wild West.
No, like, you were probably too young for that, but the hype on that because of that music video, like, mate, I had all the dance moves done for that film, that song. I was so hyped. I'm like, I'm going to be a cowboy, and I remember going to the cinema and I sat there, and gigantic spider come out at the end, and I was like, what the fuck?
To be fair, admittedly, I think knowing what I'm signing up for when I go in, my tongue is firmly planted in my cheek when I watch that for the first time, and I'm just like, do you know what? Brain off. Let's watch some campy so bad it's good bollocks, and I love it because of that.
Nah, mate, nah. It's also when you know the fact that gigantic spider is also the same gigantic spider that was meant to be in the Superman movie that Nicolas Cage was in. It was some director or some big exec from Warner Brothers that had an obsession with having a movie that had a big villain with a spider, and it was going to be in Superman. And because they scrapped the Superman movie, they put it in Wild Wild West. So that's the whole reason for it. All right, okay, we've delved off. Let's go back to, obviously we're talking Lobo and He-Man here, so like big superhero stuff going on. We've had Daredevil. There's a lot of hero stuff going on. He-Man trailer overall. What's everyone thinking? Like, what? Like, your time to tell us what you think.
Visually, my God, looks really good. Looks good. Skeletor, the way he looks.
Yes, Damo.
Yes.
Can we point this out? That do we know who's playing him?
No, actually.
Do you?
I do. Don't look. No one look. No one
I was
look.
about to look.
Because I want to know your opinion on this. Because I guarantee, and this is again reason why I would have liked.
It's not Jared Leto, is it?
I swear to God.
Skeletor looks amazing, doesn't he?
He does.
He looks. That fight scene looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This might be changed to Skeletor one day.
It's not. It's Jared Leto.
Jared Leto is playing Skeletor. I've got the cast list up here. I opened it up just because I was like, I'm sure I think it is Jared Leto.
Well, they do good. You hide his face, the film might do amazing.
But okay, is this fight? Because again, Jared Leto, I think when it comes to superhero, has had the worst luck going. The worst luck going, worse than some of the, in a sense.
Name a few.
Suicide Squad was a film built, like they built that trailer, that everything you see, yes, you saw Deadshot, you saw this, but they were building it, like every big bit was the Joker and Harley. They released the film with
and
7
barely
minutes
in the
of the
film.
Joker in. Right. A film
To be fair, also, I'll give Jared Leto credit as well. A lot of the things he gets flack for his Joker is, firstly, he wasn't in charge of the writing, he wasn't in charge of the costume design. And those are the two things that people rag on the most.
Yes.
But again, that it hit an audience because people still cosplay that Joker and that Harley 10 years later.
And do you know what? I will go to bat for Jared Leto as Joker. I actually think that for what they were writing him as, he played it well. I always argue that his laugh in the Suicide Squad film was a bit too subdued. Like, go full send if you're doing it. But where I will go to bat for Jared Leto's Joker, and I hate defending Zack Snyder because I think the Snyder cultists absolutely put this man on a pedestal way too much and ignore all the faults. But the 2 minutes of Jared Leto's Joker that we get in the future flash forward in the Snyder cut, where it's him with long hair Joker, smudge makeup, and just that little back and forth he has with Batman, justifies the existence of Jared Leto's Joker on its own.
So that's what I'm saying. There is, like, the guy has had nothing but bad luck with this. So that film was, and it's again, like, do you remember the, like, oh my God, have you heard what's happening on the set of Suicide Squad? He's only bought them all like dead rats and that. He's done it. They've all had tattoos. There was all these reports of him living the character, and they built everything on him as the Joker, and we didn't get it. Then then what else? And then it was obviously Morbius again. Yeah. It isn't him. Like, Matt Smith is the best part of that film from what I know of and I've seen of it.
I agree. Yeah.
Yep.
Him, like, I liked the look of him in the trailer, but it kind of, again, from what I understand, it's like the whole film is terrible. It's not him.
It's the writing of that whole film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, they sold it in the trailer by showing a picture of pretty much, it looked like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And it had murderer written on it. And from what, again, I've never seen the whole film through. From what I understand, there is no idea of what that is about. So they sold it on something that wasn't there.
Wasn't exist. Although, for all us Power Ranger fans, it did give us its Morbin time. So, swings and roundabouts.
To touch on the Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, he was being called a murderer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So in Joe with the Tom Holland and the with all three of them in, he explains when he lost the love of his life, he wasn't holding back his punches, and Spider-Man's full-on punch. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, so it is heavily
that
implied
is
in
the
that film
only
that
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
has
yeah,
killed
why
people.
that poster. So that's the only link between why that poster was there. Like, what was the point of showing that in the trailer then? Because
I guess, if anything, to confirm which of the three Spider-Man universes this is set in. I don't know, but
Yeah,
They might have been hoping
Yeah.
it did better, so they could maybe have
it
something down the
didn't.
line.
because
yeah. If it done amazing, they would have implemented him in straight away.
but it's like they knew we wanted it, and this brings us to, in a sense, of full circle back to the Marvel side of things. That finally, hopefully, Marvel with Daredevil, they know that this MCU, Marvel, Fox universe is all coming to an end. Now's the time to just fill it up with stuff we want to see. Stop pretending.
I still want Morpheus there. You not seen what happens to Spider-Man when him and Morpheus meet? The transformation he goes through.
Yeah.
No.
He gets the extra arms, doesn't he?
oh yeah, that's that storyline,
He
isn't it?
becomes
It's
a
the same
man-spider.
time that
He becomes
Yeah.
the Man Spider. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't know that. Again, I read Spider-Man comics when I was younger, but I
It's from
actually
the
read a
animated
lot
series,
of
isn't it?
Spider-Man
It's
2099.
like a virus Spider-Man gets from Morpheus. Yeah.
Okay. See, yeah, I mean, actually looking at the cast list and seeing Jared Leto, I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to sit here and start bashing Jared Leto, because before I remembered that it could be him, and I saw Skeletor, I was like, holy shit, he looks cool. And that
Yeah.
scene where they come at each other with the sword, etc., and the staff, it looks amazing. So, I mean, yes, we haven't heard him speak. He might come through and start laughing like the Joker. Oh, you imagine? Does the Joker voice? Like, it's a problem.
I mean,
but I'm looking down.
to be fair, the irony that Mark Hamill has played animated Skeletor, and now Jared Leto is playing live action. I mean, heavy amount of CGI Skeletor. We've had two Jokers playing two versions of Skeletor now.
Opposite way
That's
around
true.
as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
That's
so
crazy.
far, Skeletor looks amazing.
It
Like
looks
design.
amazing.
Yeah.
It
everything.
looks straight off the pages of the cartoon. It somehow has translated well, and I didn't think it would.
Yeah.
There's one little fan edit that I've seen of the trailer, though, which I didn't notice was missing until I saw someone add it. And that is someone has added the cross chest protector that he has that basically holds his cape on. That isn't in the character design in the movie. The cape's just attached at the neck, but he doesn't have the little cross bit of armour across his chest. Someone has added that in, and yeah, it does actually complete the look. I didn't realise it was missing until someone added it. But
I have to say, yeah. Sometimes they do miss stuff out and they add it later on.
with the fact that I didn't notice it was missing as well tells you how good this character design is and how
Yes.
well it translates.
I was just looking at the face and the hood. Oh,
It's spot
His
on.
staff,
And Skeletor is definitely one of those characters that shouldn't work in live action, if you think about it. Because
And again, if you look at Skeletor in the original movie, I look at it now and it isn't
oh,
great.
I love the 80s.
It isn't great, but I guess it worked for the time. But like you look at it and you go, that Skeletor looks about like what's the Battle Cat. You see the quick glimpse of Battle Cat, obviously without the armor. So that I think that's going to be that. You see, when Battle Cat turns into his, hang on, I can't remember. It's different, isn't it? Hang on. This is where my He-Man knowledge goes out the window. It's Battle Cat when it's kitted out.
Fully armoured up, yeah.
What's it when it's not?
Oh, where's
can't
Ash when you
remember.
need him?
Yeah, Ash return. But this is, I mean, I'm looking at the cast list, and these obviously Battle Cat's not on there or anything, but the names of some of the characters in He-Man is great. You've got Man at Arms, Evil Lyn, the Sorceress, Fisto.
Is it?
Yep, Fisto.
I'm such a child.
Trapjaw, Ram Man, and Moss Man. Like, I only know one name off this whole cast list. No, three names. Sorry, obviously. Idris Elba as Man at Arms. Yes. Idris Elba as Man at Arms, though. Nice. Kristen Wiig as Roboto, I think. And obviously Jared Leto as Skeletor. But the third, you've been very quiet since you've had that mask on. What about you? Are you a He-Man enthusiast now because of the trailer?
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be same as I was when the Sonic films came out. Like, don't want to get too hyped and think it's going to be crap, but Sonic was unbelievable. So
You can't compare He-Man to Sonic.
no, I just meant like when all the stuff that gets remade, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the basis that I'm going off.
I'm happy with the way that looks. I'm happy with. I'm excited for Supergirl. Again, we said this at the beginning of this year. Like this year for stuff, like, it's all about to kick off as well. Like obviously, for example, wrestling fans, Royal Rumbles this week. Then you've got what's coming out? What film's coming out next month? There's a big film coming out next month. One of the biggies is coming out. Is it Michael? No, Michael's March.
Yeah.
Something big. Scream. Scream's next month.
Scream, yeah.
Yes.
And oh my god, like I'm loving all the teasers about it because like I'm seeing the guy that played Roman in the third one. Scream wise, are any of you like not a clue? Like don't watch it.
I wouldn't say I'm a die-hard
yeah.
fan, but I've seen most of them.
I am like, I don't know if you remember my Scream phase when I was like when I was obsessed with it. Like I had the mask. I've got the costume now, obviously, but I had it all, the mask, the knife, the fake knives, the voice changer, everything. When I was a teenager, I was obsessed with Scream. So like the fact that Roman, the guy that played Roman, the killer in the third one, is in interviews like saying, "Look, I'm back." He's like, the guy took a bullet through the forehead. He's like, you just got to see it to understand. Matthew Lillard, his voice is in that trailer, like them trailers, and
again, if one thing will make me pay attention, it is, and I'll say it again, Matthew fucking Lillard.
I just really, because there's so many theories, like there's the theories that everyone's like, we know he's the killer, we know he's back, we know we never saw him really die, he just got electrocuted, he's been in a mental hospital, because that was the story they were originally going with number 3. Did you also know that Matthew Lillard is in number 2?
I did, yeah.
He's when they're at the frat party, he's there. We've got sunglasses on in the background.
Yeah.
Stu was there. So they were meant to be. 3 was meant to be that he'd been behind it all the whole time, etc. But they went with the brother story. So there's that he's the killer and he's been behind it. I don't think it's that. I think
it's too obvious.
It's too obvious that he's the killer. I think it's the opposite. He's reformed and he's, or you're meant to maybe believe he's reformed.
And yeah, again, I love Matthew Lillard in anything. I think he's amazing in Scream. To me, just because it came up at the peak of my childhood, the Scooby-Doo live-action movies, him as Shaggy, loved every bit. The fact that he now is the voice of Shaggy in all the animated stuff as well shows how well he nailed that part, that they handed over the animated role to him when the voice actor retired. And also, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm a massive Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I've got some issues with the movies, admittedly, but I feel like it's a good adaptation, flawed but good. Yeah. But if there's one thing that I will praise every single moment, I praise it from the casting right the way through to the execution. Matthew Lillard as William Afton, yes, and yes again. And the fact that he's going to be back, literally, if you know Freddy, he always comes back. Yeah, I love everything with Matthew Lillard in it, and I'm buzzing for scary movie. I'm buzzing for Scream. I'm buzzing for... Yeah, I'm buzzing for just whatever role he's playing in Daredevil. And yeah, John, let's do the scary movie segue. Why not?
Wait, because it's probably a good time to hear from me and Laferde talking about Tree Frog.
Oh, go on.
Do you like trees? Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all 3 together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWD15. treefroggrading.com.
Ribbit.
So, yeah, I mean, all this stuff that's coming out, I'm very excited. Like, I'm very excited. Like I said, everything that we spoke about is not one thing I'm like going into. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be good. Scary movie. Like we said, Scream's coming out. Scary movie's coming back with the original cast. Like the original. So, like, I'm not being funny. They're doing a Scream that is obviously going to be a nostalgic Scream. We're getting a scary movie. It's like, hang on.
Do you think they knew? Do you think they knew when they announced the new Scary Movie that Scream was in the works again? Because that is too much of a coincidence.
Dimension Films that makes both of them.
Oh, there you go.
I reckon they had an idea. So, like, if it's really, like, I really hope it is. They're going to do it because, obviously, they started spoofing more and more movies, but Scream was the essence of number one.
Yeah,
If
and
it
I'm
is a
going to
good
argue...
Scream and they can rip it.
Yeah.
Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer was a big part of both work.
Yeah, and I'm going to argue... God, this is possibly going to get me some flack. I'm going to argue the scary movie movies got worse as they went on, where they tried to spoof more and more and more.
They were all right, but they became a parody of themselves massively.
Yeah. I'd argue 3 was the last one that I would have called good, and then after that, nah.
Which one's the one with? Is it Charlie Sheen where his brother does the rap battle and he ends up with
3.
the Ku Klux Klan hood on?
Yeah. So they're mainly
Eminem
spoofing the Ring movies, but they also do 8 Mile and all of that. And then 4 is when they managed to do like War of the Worlds and Saw in one go, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully they go back to roots. I'm excited for that. And like,
it's the original cast, isn't it, coming back?
Yes.
You know what? It's really horrible because at the same time I'm like, oh my god, this year for like content for everything is really good, and then all of a sudden I scroll through TikTok and I see Trump saying something, and then Putin going, do you know, if they annoy me one more time, I'm going to send them bombs. And then you look at it and go, oh yeah, forget, like when I'm not thinking about the fantasy stuff that I'm really excited about, things around me are starting to crumble.
So, you almost want to just say, guys, can you just keep your finger away from the button until all these movies have come out? That would be great.
Right.
Please,
just let me see like a bit more James Gunn's universe. Let me end the Marvel universe, Michael films, and then
before you end the actual universe, can you?
Yeah, I'll be quite happy with that.
I mean, talk about scary movies, and obviously I mentioned Five Nights at Freddy's when it comes to the games. We've got our gaming guy on the pod today, and I feel like we need to talk some gaming related stuff because I've got a couple of things that I'm curious about gaming wise that are in the near future at the very least.
Ooh. Funny you talk about Five Nights at Freddy. I've been playing a fan-made game.
Oh, do tell.
Those Nights at Fredbear's. And it's an amazing game of Five Nights at Freddy's. You run around yourself. It's basically like number 1, but better graphics, but you can move around.
Yeah, free roam Five Nights.
They've nailed it. Yeah, they've nailed it.
There's another one that I've
free.
seen. There's another one I've seen recently that I think is just it has no right to work, but it does. I need to find it, which is I'll find the name of it, and you might be able to correct me on this, Damo, if you know what I'm talking about. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, but it is all done in the style of like a 1920s, 1930s cartoon.
Oh, really? I've
almost
not
like
actually heard of
Steamboat
that one,
Willie style. I'm going to have to
a
find the
look
name of
at
this.
that, yeah. I've been playing all the Five Nights games. 1, 2, and 3 I've played recently, and then that fan-made one.
This is really going to bug me otherwise. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's an old cartoon. What is it called? It is going to drive me absolutely bananas if I can't find it.
You're right there, Laferde.
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
You're just very, very quiet today.
Yeah, my eyes are going to
Here we
like,
go. Here we go. I've got it. It is called...
Mask off
No, it's a challenge.
I found it. I knew it was something like this. It is called, and I feel like we might need to play this on the gaming channel. It is called Five Newfangled Nights. And yeah, it is Five Nights at Freddy's. It actually has cutscenes in it where you actually get a bit of a lore dump, and anyone who knows the lore of the Five Nights at Freddy's, you can see what they're doing there. But it actually works just telling the story on its own as well. It kind of makes sense watching it through new eyes. But yeah, it's Five Nights at Freddy's, but it is done, in like a Steamboat Willie style old cartoon, and it works. It weirdly works. It's not as scary, but it really works as a style for it.
Are they multiplayer?
No, it's not multiplayer. There's probably a Let's Play that we do on the gaming channel or something if we do it. But I might give it a go. But yeah, speaking of gaming stuff, and speaking of horror games, and a horror game I think would be good to do some kind of Let's Play as. What I think would be a great thing to do with this one is to have, it's a single player game, but maybe having one of us play it and the other one on camera with us, at least being able to first probably roast us for our reactions, if nothing else. But Damo, you might know about this one. Lads, you might know about it as well. And I want to mention this because they're doing a film adaptation of this, which is The Mortuary Assistant.
The Mortuary Assistant?
No.
Sounds scary.
So the Mortuary,
My bad.
The
I was
Mortuary
muted.
Assistant.
Yes, very scary game.
Very
I
scary
played the
game.
demo. I refused to buy the full game. That shit me up.
Is this
so
going to be
much.
me then? Is it going to be me doing it on Gaming with Dorks?
Oh, bro, it shit me up so much.
So the Mortuary Assistant. The Mortuary Assistant, basically, clues in the name. You play a mortuary assistant, so you're working the literal graveyard shift in a mortuary, in a funeral home, basically prepping dead bodies, taking them in and out the freezers, doing all the stitching and the embalming and all of that. But there's a demonic spirit haunting the place that like possesses the bodies and shits you up. And but it starts off almost like a surgeon simulator type thing, where you're actually doing the embalming and doing this, and you're actually doing your job, and then basically shit starts happening. And they even regularly update the game, so you can never 100% predict which jump scares are going to happen, and you'll see stuff that's never happened before. They have done or are doing a movie adaptation that is due to drop on the 13th of February. It's going to hit theatres, I think, in the States on the 13th of February. It's also going to stream on Shudder as well from March. And it's been done by a small studio, which in the one hand might be great, because I feel they'll have a bit more respect for it. There'll be less studio meddling. On the other hand, lower budget, which can be a death knell for stuff like this.
Well, that's one film I won't be watching.
Well, just another shout of a movie adaptation from a game is, you all heard of Phasmophobia? The ghost hunting game?
Have we heard of Phasmophobia? I'm pretty sure those are the first videos and shorts that made their way onto the Gaming with Dorks channel. At one point. And especially, I know you guys have played things like Pacify as well on there. So I know we're not averse to get to horror stuff.
Well, Phasmophobia has a movie being released on the 23rd of February, I believe.
I mean, is it just going to be a paint-by-numbers ghost hunting movie? Because I feel like, how else do you adapt Phasmophobia into a movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to see how they're going to do it. Because it is all about finding your ghost and getting out of there. No getting rid of the ghost or anything like that. So,
speaking of scary stuff, just because I've been dying to tell this story, and we're obviously not going to talk Stranger Things, because Kurt's still got one final season to get through. I mean, I'm still impressed.
Good.
You've done good, because there's a lot of hours in that. In them 10 episodes, there's usually about 15 hours in total.
About 3 weeks ago, I was a Stranger Things virgin, and I've gone from Series 1 to the start of Series 5 in every moment I've had spare.
I mean, I feel like by the time we finally do have this conversation, nobody else is going to be talking Stranger Things, because the whole like I said, we could sit and talk about. All you need to know, Kurt, is it ends in a way that people genuinely believe that cannot be the ending, because there's got to be something secret, and it turned into like the weirdest theories in life. But
conspiracy.
you've seen a bit that so yesterday, Ronnie being Ronnie, my little boy, obviously. He watches a lot of YouTube. He has Ronnie generally has an American accent, because of like he loves watching and repeating these videos like word for word. Sometimes he'll do a whole skit from a 10-minute video of the whole thing, and he'll go like and subscribe, do the whole thing from start to finish. Randomly, imagine it was just late at night yesterday. He was walking around the front room, pacing around. And as me and Brad walked in the front room, Ronnie out of nowhere just went, "Chrissy, wake up!" Me and Brad both looked at each other like that. And we're like, I mean, yeah, you know, I mean, Stranger Things. Why is my son? Why does my son know a particular, like, quite terrifying moment in Stranger Things scene? He literally just went, "Chrissy, wake up!" Me and Brad literally just looked at each other, going like, "What the fuck?"
Call a priest.
Yeah, close the front door, leave the missus and Ronnie in the front room. That's the
I need an old priest and a young priest.
Oh, mate, he's pure. Like my boys, they're just pure content, absolute content. I love
Well,
them.
do you know what? Talking about gaming, talking about horror stuff, we talked about this on our hype video for start of 2026, which is a game that we're all looking forward to dropping this year, is the latest Resident Evil.
Mate, I've had so much fun. I've been redoing Resident Evil 7, like streaming Resident Evil 7, and I've had some good times streaming it. I haven't finished it, but I've kind of got to a point where I can't remember. It was like he was doing me in because I didn't have enough space for everything, and it was like this needs a bit of time and thinking. I'm going to put a pause in it. I'm going to go back to just playing a bit of COD for a bit.
Well,
this storyline's doing my head in, but I want to finish it, do number 8 in time ready for number 9 because this.
Well, yeah.
Mate,
Number 9 is dropping very soon. I think it's March, if memory serves me right. In fact, yeah, it's due to launch on the 27th of February. I'm not sure if that's the States release or our release. I think we might be getting it in like first week or so of March. But hi to any viewers and listeners in the States, by the way. We're very jealous of you. But yeah, some more details and some more gameplay footage of Resi 9 has come out in the last week and it is looking good. Firstly, there are some people who, because the first trailer only shows Grace, there are some people who don't know that our boy Leon is back in this. And also, this is set in contemporary times now. This is the first Resi in a while that's set in modern times. And which means Leon's in his 50s in this movie. And it means we're getting grizzled Resident Evil 4 Leon, but even more so. He's cutting quips, he's badass, and you have two playable characters in the form of Grace and Leon. And from what I've seen, this is what they wanted to do with Resident Evil 6. You know, the worst one. But better, done right.
Right, hang on. 6 is Chris, isn't it? No,
5 is Chris.
Everybody.
6 is one campaign of Leon, one campaign of Chris, one campaign of Jake, aka Wesker's son, spoiler alert, and one secret campaign that you only get at the end of Ada. And Leon's is the closest to an actual Resi experience. Chris is basically Gears of War. Jake, you're doing parkour and super-powered punches. And Ada, yeah, closer to Leon's campaign, if anything, but it's also Ada in secret agent mode. And
Also,
it didn't work.
You know what I remember being the biggest piss-off thing for me in that whole game? Because one of the things I was always hyped about was Leon and Chris finally meeting.
They're on screen together for like 30 seconds.
They literally, I remember it's on like a runway, isn't it? Like they're in like a, where in some kind of like thing, and it's like a walkway. They meet each other, they cross paths, and it's kind of like nothing. Like they'd known each other. It was just a brief, and I was like,
yeah, they actually interact with each other for less than a minute. And other than that, I think there's one bit in one of the missions where like you can see something that's happening from the other campaign in the background while you're doing your thing.
That pissed me off because it was like that's worse than when they brought Chris Redfield into the movies. To be honest,
Let's not
that was like so bad. Like the crossover on that. Always thought with 7 and 8 because there was a lot of you didn't see Ethan's face a lot. I always thought he was Leon.
Were you waiting for that reveal?
I thought because like there's a bit I can't remember. There's a bit where he gets covered in like he gets taken into like the mud, and even then his face is to the side, and all of this is like Why do they keep not showing his face? Why is he one of the main characters? You've never seen his face.
Do you know what? This is a question to ask. Funny enough, because in this new one, so obviously you got the two playable characters with Grace and Leon. And again, for the sounds of things, what they wanted to do with 6, but done right. But also, we've had two playable characters before with like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 0. And, being able to switch between the two characters and having two separate campaigns. Obviously, you had Claire and Leon in Resi 2. Works very well. And there's two slightly different play styles. Like, Leon is full Resi 4 mode. Like he's balls to the walls action. Like still not going full Chris Redfield punching boulders here, but like Leon can fend for himself. It's a bit more action focused. You still have the mechanic where you can, in Resident Evil 4 where you could stagger a zombie and then run up to them and basically give them a suplex. We've still got that, but it's more like contextual as well. So if you stagger a zombie near a wall and then approach them immediately, then Leon will smash their head into the wall. And so it's brilliant for that one. Grace, bit more stealthy, and for record, Grace is an FBI agent, and you see like the second you give her a gun, she can fend for herself. But Grace, you do have a lot more. Oh shit, what's happening? Like I've never been in this situation before, and like you're more inclined to play stealthy because of it. But what I really wanted to ask is talk about Resi 7 and Resi 8. Which is your... I'm not going to say definitive Resident Evil, because I think a lot of purists would say, the tank controls, for example. But do you think Resident Evil is scarier and or better in first person or third person?
First person.
Yeah,
so you're Resi 7, Resi 8 man.
My favourite
I'd say
Resi
third.
is the camera angles of Resi 2.
Yeah. Fixed
Camera-
angles, tank
you
controls.
and how you open a door, it just goes black screen, but the door's there.
My favourite will always
Can
be
open.
Resident Evil 2, but like I think I don't know, because like Resident Evil 7 to me is the one that they went a lot more for the fucking jump, like making you scared, because you're in first person and you're walking through the house and it's dark, like especially at the beginning. Like, I've just redone it all, and I rewatching it all, I clocked the plot twist very quickly. I remember the plot twist of 7 very quickly, but I was creepy, and because I'm doing it on stream as well, like when I was doing the bit where I went under the crawl space and I knew something was going to jump out at me because I'm on stream, I was like, don't put your hand over your face, you pussy, don't put your hand over I'm trying not to do that. I was sitting there and I go, I
Well-
feel like because you're feeling like it's more you, and obviously that one was built for VR as well, wasn't it? So that
Yeah. Well,
I
here's
think I could do
here's
it,
one
yeah.
bit of news for you. So for me, I generally am more of a fan of third-person games than first-person games in general. But here's the thing. With the new one, there was no wrong answer to that question, because you can switch between first-person and third-person.
no.
Oh, that's different.
You can play either. If you, like me, are more of like a Resident Evil 4 and the remakes of Resi 2 and Resi 3, you can play it that way. If you prefer the first-person immersion of Resi 7 and Resi 8, you can play it that way. The only one you can't do is the fixed camera angles. Sorry, Damo. But
Yeah, that's a shame.
One thing I really hope, because one thing that I was reminded about in 7 is this. With the guns. like aiming. You need, because you need to, you can put it up to the fullest sensitivity where it's softer, but yet you still feel like you're having to control your aim at a zombie or anything. Like, amount of times I'm pinpointing on his head, and as I shoot it, the zombie goes.
to be fair, Resident Evil 4 I found was one of the worst for that, because where they were like intelligent zombies, you would find that if they saw you pointing the gun at them, they would duck and
Yes,
weave.
yes.
Shoulders.
And the mould in 7 were very
They move like that, but
wobbly
yet
with their
you're
movements
aiming
anyway.
like that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about them games that they need to. I really hope they've done something about.
Which, funny enough,
Or
as
it
well,
made
I've
you
got to
stand
mention
still
this.
and shoot, and you could never walk and shoot.
I've got to mention this as well from the gameplay footage that's come out from Resident Evil 9. They are smart zombies. It's not Resident Evil 4 Las Plagas, but they are smart zombies, and that they retain an element of themselves. From the gameplay footage I've seen, you see there's one zombie, for example, I think this is in a Grace chapter, if memory serves me right, so it's a little bit more stealthy. There's one zombie who you walk into the hallway and you can just see him flicking a light switch on and off, and you even hear him say, like, just moan out, "Turn off the lights!" And you can kite him around by turning a light on. He's just got that residual part of his personality. He was like, don't turn the lights on. For some strange reason, I want the lights off. You come across a maid zombie who is like, all she can do is frantically clean the glass, but she's doing it this very erratic way. And you'll see zombies who pick up weapons to use against you, like Las Plagas does. But, talking about the zombies picking up weapons, I cannot believe it's taken this long to do this. Remember Resident Evil 4? With Dr. Salvador, the sack-face zombie who brought the chainsaw in. And
Yep.
the biggest tank enemy out of the standard enemies you have. Took ages to take down. And yeah, of course, if he got you, one hit kill, chainsaw, done. Did you ever play that game? And obviously you killed him. It's like, you know what, wouldn't it be great if I could pick up that chainsaw and just go ham with it for a bit? You can in Resi 9. If a zombie has a chainsaw and you kill the zombie, that chainsaw's yours for a bit.
Yes.
Because you get that chainsaw in 7, which is just for that one boss fight.
Just for that boss fight with Jack, yeah.
That is terrible. Again, I was stuck on that for ages because I thought you had to use the chainsaw, and I'm just joeing it out, and he's just swiping at me, and I'm like, so what? Again, slow ass turning, turn the chainsaw. Like they got. I really hope they have done something with the controls.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah, trust me, check out the gameplay footage. You will not be disappointed.
Have we got much else to talk about on the gaming side of things, or can we do our third and final promo?
One mention, you've seen the Fable remake.
Oh, how long have we got? I could talk about that for another hour.
I think it's been delayed till September, I believe, now.
So we'll talk about it in August.
Yes, but so far looks amazing. The only thing they haven't brought back is the whole evil horns, angel when you're good. That's one thing they haven't, but every building's purchasable, every business is purchasable, every building apparently has interiors.
I mean, I was already annoyed in Fable 3 because you don't get your angel horns or devil wings until the, literal final mission of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I look like a badass now. Oh, game's over. For me, Fable peaked with Fable 2, and I've always been wanting them to regain the magic. Like, I like the story and the characters of Fable 3, but I think Fable 2 had that best element of freedom, and again, the fact that you gradually saw yourself turning more evil.
Yeah, 1 and 2 were my favourite, yeah. 1's my favourite of all time. And they've just... It's not a remake, like a remaster, it's a full remake.
It's rebooting. Yeah.
And the reason why they got rid of the horns was because of every NPC will have a different opinion of you. Like, you could be a landlord in it, rent your house out, kick him out. That NPC is now homeless. He's not magically got another house. He's homeless. It's like, what the? It sounds like they've done amazing.
It's almost like morality's complex.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm okay with that rather than being black and white, good or evil. But
yes,
I want my horns. I want to look badass.
No, yeah.
Can I at least buy a cosmetic to have the horns, please?
Wait to see that. Yeah, I'm
hoping
don't.
I'm inviting DLC. Don't do that. No, scrub that. Ryan, edit
$12.99 if you want one horn.
Oh God, EA's not making
idea what they're talking about. They lost me about 10 minutes ago. I've been reading messages.
I've got no idea, but I can just see you sat there going, about to say something, and then they carried on.
The floor is yours, Ryan.
No, I'm quite happy for you two to take it. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the third. He said about 4 words ever since that Daredevil master's gone on.
He's playing his part.
But Daredevil speaks.
No, not today, he don't.
Okay, what's the matter, Laferde? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, me, mate. Just, yeah.
Did I get you in trouble by sending the picture of the other Ryan Morris?
No, I read that like 3 times, and I was like, "What is this guy on about?"
Do you imagine how
Did you
I felt?
add him thinking that was me?
So no. So I know who it is. It's a rep I used to work with. I think it was Iron Appa maybe for years. I forgot because weirdly I haven't seen him post. I don't know if he stopped posting for a long time. I haven't seen anything post for a long time from him because I haven't interacted with him for a long time. But I see it, and I saw Ryan Morris, and obviously as you can see, that's like the stories. You know, like when you're on Facebook,
yeah, the top of the page, yeah.
I see, and there was a blonde girl in a bikini, and I'm like. Before I opened it, I was like, "That's definitely not your. It doesn't look like your missus." I was like, "What is that about?" And then I opened it, and it said something about "Thank you, Ryan Morris, for this award." I was like, "Is it someone he works with? He's won an award or something?" And they've tagged him. I was like, "That's a bit weird." And then I saw the name and the little picture, and I went, "Oh no, that's not him," because I know your profile picture. I was like, "That's not."
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, I know." That. Oh my God! I generally was like, "Why is this weirdly like a girl in a bikini on your story that's clearly not your other half?" Because like, surely that's going to get like, if I shared a picture of someone thanking me, I know I'd be in the doghouse.
Yeah.
So
This is a brilliant story for anyone who doesn't know what Laferde's real name is.
Oh no, believe me, I've got a better story for you than this. Right, so you think that's bad, Ryan? My dad messaged me a few weeks ago on Facebook, right? And I don't really know him that well or talk to him or anything. He messaged me saying congratulations. So I was like, what? And he's like, I got the champagne on the ice or whatever. So I was like, what are you talking about? And he sent me a screenshot of some random Instagram profile with the same name as me, announcing they're having a kid. So I was like, what are you talking about? I having a kid. He's like, is this not you on Instagram? I was like, no. He's like, I've been messaging him all these years thinking it's you. But right, it makes sense because a couple of weeks before that he messaged me like, oh, I'm off up Snowdon this weekend, you got any advice or something? I'm like, I'm not fucking Bear Grylls, what are you on about? So I went on I found this guy's profile, and this guy is like a social media guy that does all these hikes and all that shit. So he's been talking to this guy all this time thinking it was me.
Can I just point out, by the way, ever since I told the story of I'd be in the doghouse if I'd shared a picture. Someone was thanking me in a picture of a girl in a bikini. I'd be in the doghouse if I shared it. Because obviously, like I said, I saw this picture thinking it was Laferde, and why is this girl who's not his missus on his story? Ever since I told that story about me being in a doghouse, my missus has been stood in that doorway. I can't even look at her because I feel like I'm in a doghouse telling this story. We are still fully in this podcast. Yeah, because I told the story of what you came in to tell me last time. I will not mention it to Brad. I will not mention it. Okay, I won't mention it to Brad. Just hope he doesn't listen to this episode of the podcast.
So your name dropped him now.
Trini, can I just wrap my...
It's full name me as well, it's alright.
Every part of this is staying in the edit.
Every part of this is staying in. I will not. Okay.
Look at me. Quick, just 2 seconds.
Okay, but we are still middle of an episode.
Kurt, mark this bit.
Absolutely
What?
not.
Just mark this bit and this can be the real.
Under no circumstances is this being edited out.
Because this has got such a great climax.
So did what Brad was watching earlier.
You got to remember, all I know. This is, but listen, the climax of this, all I know.
Is that what it sounded like?
Obviously, she's desperate to tell me whatever she's found. Like, remember, last time, and the whole reason this whole segment has gone into this on this podcast was if she came in and she was like, "Man, what's he born? Like, he's 17. I've known this for years. Like, I know he. Oh, it's 17." She's now going. She stood there, give me, and I'm thinking, I'm not looking because I'm trying to be professional, record my podcast. She's desperate to
Professionalism went out the window a long time ago.
To tell me, obviously, just enough information to know what conversation I'm going at is. She went, freeway TikTok, threesome live stream.
I saw Damo look down there, like to type it in.
Demonetised.
I was just saving that.
Like, can you say that again so Alexa can hear you, or Siri? But yeah, so that's all that was about. So yeah, obviously, okay, news again. Boy, mum, isn't it? Boy, mum. Not understanding. 17 years old. But I would have been able to go on TikTok at 17 years old and see freeways.
Ryan sat there going, who do you think showed him it in the first place?
Fuck off, man.
Uncle Damo.
Speaking of, do you know what? Speaking of stuff that is really relevant because, you know, his sheets are going to need wash. Graffiti Washed is a clothing brand you want to know about.
JC's going to be over the moon that this is the segue into his plug.
Advertising you want.
This is great. We're going to segue into JC's clothing brand. Sorry, JC, but you like to keep it a little bit controversial. Tell them about it. The third. This is how you do a promo. You ready?
Well, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow. I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti Washed. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti Washed. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti Washed, TalksWithDorks30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point. I've actually, do you know what? I really, really needed this geek out. I've really enjoyed this. I mean, again, 90% of this episode, I've been sat there thinking, is Laferde all right? Like, I don't, because we can't see his eyes and all that, and he is playing the character, but also I'm like, is he hiding some pain? Like, do you want to do a little bit of therapy? Like, we're all men, we share. This is a safe space, Laferde.
I quite like this, keeping Ryan on the edge. He's worrying about what I'm doing, not thinking.
Yeah, because you've come on a podcast and said fuck all.
I would just try to outdo Damo.
While not muting yourself from what I can see, and that means that 90% of this podcast, you can't hear us talking because of your fucking fan.
I can hear you, don't worry.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can.
Stop stressing, mate. It's alright. I'm not up to anything mischievous this time, alright? I haven't done anything controversial in a while.
Keyword there, this time.
Yeah, no, exactly. Which
There's
is
no
nice.
edits that Curtis made that I need to upload this week, so it's alright.
I've got a nice picture to show on stories after this. Boys, anyone else wants to talk about? We good? Damo needs a piss. I need to go find out what's happening with my stepson.
You need to get the link.
I'll tell you what, all of us are going to be glued to the WhatsApp group after this pod. We want the updates.
Yeah, the only question I need to know, Brad, are you going to end up on a Facebook Live? And
Damon's
people
going to
knocking
try
on our
to
door?
join live with them.
That's all I need to know. Oh, she said she was 12.
Oh my
We
God.
made it an hour and 24 minutes without that topic coming up.
That's nothing. Damo, tell him the name of one of the new teammates that I've brought to the team.
What's that?
One of the lads we were playing with last night. What's his gamer tag name?
I don't remember any of their names, mate.
Oh, so one of them, right? The first one I met, and this group of lads, they're from your area. Funny enough, they're wrestling fans, Laferde. So I've kind of might have told them you drive them down in February. First one's called the Tribal Chief. So yeah, cool. The next one was called Roberto Carlos. Yeah, and then the next night I was playing with him, and funny enough, it's that when time I was on stream, I was like, I'm kind of glad. His name is KDI Fiddler.
Yeah, he ain't coming.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, when we were playing, it was so hilarious because we said to him, I was like, why have you got that name? He's like, yeah, I done it in like 2020 during lockdown and that, bro. I chose a name just for a laugh, and I was like, but I'm not being funny. See, I was like, my name I changed 3 days ago to my TikTok, Dad Dog DJ. It's like, it ain't exactly hard to change your name. Why have you still got it 6 years later? Why have you still got that name?
It's commitment to the
I've
bit.
had such a laugh playing with him. Like, it's been hilarious. Like, I've shared a clip where we were in like this part of, it's a very hot zone in Warzone, like, where you can get all the stuff you want, like all the main kit, perks, loadout, all of that stuff. And I'm playing with these guys, and they're like, right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and I just went, boys, you know that everyone in this lobby can hear what you're saying, and that you just heard this girl burst into laughter. I was like, literally everybody's listening to our play. Like, you've given everything away. I was like, cool. Yeah. But anyway, let's wrap things up. Don't forget, Danger Zone tickets, February 28th. If you want to be there, make sure you are, because loads is happening. Go check out the last couple of episodes with what's going on in the tournament, the Rumble. We are trying to arrange, because I think a very serious chat needs to be had with Parky, Kev, Preston, and Johnny Royal. Trying to get them all together because, yeah, they've got questions about the stipulation that's going on in their match. It's happening with Leia Elise. We have found an opponent, and hopefully we'll get them two together soon. And we've also got all of the participants of the Rumble and the tournament to bring on over the next few weeks.
And again, if you want to see the drawing of the names for the tournament and the Rumble to find out who is in the tournament and Rumble, and also who's going to be facing who in the tournament brackets, the last episode of the pod, it is all on there with myself, Ryan, and Max, and Jacob, of course, the boss. Both pulling the names and analysis of everyone and everything that's happening around it as well. If you want a shortened version as well of just the draws and the immediate reaction, there is a shortened 20-minute version on the TDW, official TDW YouTube channel as well, if you fancy checking out that one instead, if time's a little bit harder to come by.
Which Kurt is like so proud of, that TDW YouTube page, because
4 hours of my life making that edit. But
yeah, but also like we've got, D, I don't know if you know this because obviously you're not in the TDW group, but there's the female match that happened at our first show. Kurt uploaded it and it's currently sitting at 5.3k views of the whole match. It's like, I was looking yesterday, the hours in the last 28 days on YouTube is better than we've ever had on the podcast thing, just from this one girl match.
It's a 5.7 now, by the way.
Oh, 5.7. What's the hours watched on it?
I don't have that data to hand at the moment. But what I also can say is, we on the TDW channel as well, in the last 2 weeks, has tripled the number of subscribers as well. So I don't want to get too, in depth and mushy about this, considering we're right at the end of the pod. But can I just take the opportunity to say thank you if you have supported the wrestling side of things that we've been doing here at Talks with Dorks, because I mean, I can't say any more than thank you at this point without going into a full speech. But
for the next show, even if you're not going to come, just buy a ticket. Like,
please do.
Not going to lie, got to keep reminding people I ain't got the money I used to about a month ago, and I've got 6 weeks to pay for everything. So come on, subscribe to Patreon, buy a ticket, pre-order a t-shirt, just give me money. On that note, boys, quickly go around, give them your socials that you want to give out. Me, I'm Dad Talk DJ, Instagram, TikTok, X, Xbox, and Facebook. D.
TalkDorkDamo on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Kurt.
I am that Kurt Wilson on X and Insta, and also I predominantly manage the TDW YouTube channel, so if you message on there, I will see it.
You hadn't mentioned Daredevil.
I'm just at the real Laferde on Instagram. That's all I use, isn't it? Apart from our socials.
Exactly. This is Talks with Dorks. This is TDW Wrestling. This is Gaming with Dorks. I'm Ryan. That's Damo. That's Kurt. That's Daredevil, aka Laferde. Guys, see you later.